Hi there, Steve Perkins again from the Muscle Kitchen. This is the cooking buff in my kitchen. Um, so if you're looking for information about how to cook stuff, food, real food that's nutritious for you and with an objective opinion about foods that really do work better for you, especially as we get older and wiser. We hope we get wiser. And this is a segment of the series I've called Cook Like You Mean It. It just means that we get very serious about what we cook and what we eat. Every meal, if at all possible, it becomes more and more difficult to do as our lives get busier. It's just a sad truth. So we just have to get more cleverer. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. You've heard this time in and time out, but it's very true. Many factors go into what happens at breakfast. That is, it sets up the metabolism for the day. If you start out with a cup of coffee, which is very acidic, yes, it gives you energy and it gets that your glycemic energy ramped up very high very quickly, but it also craps out very soon. That's not a good way to start your day because your body says, okay, this is what I'm doing first thing of the day. Best thing to do first thing, as I've said, is a half a grapefruit or a lemon. Oranges don't have that same kind of citric kick to it. They're very sweet, and orange juice, don't even get me started on the packaged orange juice. Not a good thing. It went high citrus fruit. The second meal of the day, and we're having many meals during the day, would be eggs. Eggs or actually leftovers from dinner last night. If you can protein and vegetables for breakfast, that's ideal. A lot of vegetables at every meal. If you can afford, if you can get there, it's a good thing to try to get some vegetables in every meal. I very often get my good quality fry pan out, get the eggs out of the fridge early because I want to use room temperature eggs to cook with. I don't want to be using cold refrigerator temperature eggs into a hot skillet. That's too radical a temperature change, and it's going to break down the structure of the egg too radically from very cold to very hot, and the nutrients are going to be lost in the process. Gently cooking foods from at low temperature over more time is the way to go. Almost always across the board. And when it comes down to a nice, fat, juicy T-bone steak, it's a whole different thing. But I love a good steak once in a while, but I try not to do this on a regular basis, maybe one every 2 or 3 weeks, something like that. Anyhow, so breakfast. Try to get some vegetables in there. I have all kinds of recipes on how to actually cook eggs properly and how to do several different techniques on cooking eggs. Danhelm eggs is one of my favorites. It uses ramekins. Ramekins, like this. Ramekins Pyrex that are, you can put them in a bain-marie or a pot with water in the bottom and a lid. So it essentially steams, but it's actually rolling around, bubbling around in boiling water, which is great. There's a whole new recipe. There's a whole recipe on my website in a book called Dan Hao Eggs, which in Thai, I hope I'm right about this, Chinese means very good eggs. Please let me know if I'm wrong. I don't speak Chinese. I picked this up from an old friend of mine years ago in Denver, whose mother ran a Thai restaurant in Bangkok, so I hope I can remember this correctly. Dang Hao eggs. Dang Hao. Very good eggs. They are very good eggs, and you cook them slowly over boiling water, and you can kind of like steam and poach at the same time. Awesome. But good old fried eggs is great as long as you use a very good oil. And the only oil that I've only used 2 oils lately. And let me show you here, good old-fashioned extra virgin, organic extra virgin olive oil. Extra virgin means it's the very first pressing of the olives so that it has more of the fibers and the Same thing with coconut. The first pressing had all the nutrients, the most important nutrients in the first pressing, which is extra virgin translated. And this is the bread I get here from my local natural food store. It's summer now, so it's very fluid. In the wintertime, it congeals, so it's very solid in the wintertime. But that is perfect for cooking, especially frying, because it has a very high burn and smoke rate, and it doesn't lose any nutrients. You can fry with, even deep fry with coconut oil, and it's not too shabby. So eggs taste wonderful. Oh God, if you ever have scallops, cooked scallops in coconut oil, it's just awesome, sweet and tender, and just again, especially with scallops, you cook it very slowly, like a low temperature, and don't be in a hurry. Anyhow, I digress. I do that a lot. Call it senior moments. I don't care. There is so much going on. Some people will have to have toast or something with breakfast. You're used to having eggs and hash browns and toast or muffin or something. Well, I do a whole segment about food combining, and the fewer types of foods you combine per meal, the better. And I'm suggesting you have many, many meals a day, many as possible. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner do not suffice. They're too big. Your body doesn't really designed to handle that quantity of food. Most people just fill up and beyond 3 meals a day and wonder why they have trouble with weight and energy and sleeplessness and so many other factors. Many meals during the day, 5, 6, 7, many meals, many meals, 3 M's. It works for me. So every 2 hours I have something to eat. Just in general, just think about that. And the more quality food you eat, the better every 2 hours. Many principles I will be running into and running by you as we go on, but this is enough for today. We're just talking about simple breakfast, and I can show you some recipes, but that's more down the road. I'm just practicing here with this little lapel, so we can sure it's working right. Lapel mic. Okay, enough for now, Steve Perkins. Oh, by the way, if you have trouble wrapping your mind around paying so much money for organic foods, and I usually don't buy anything unless it's organically grown and certified organic. Yeah, it's more expensive, but I can't afford not to eat really good food. All the other options I don't trust, and I don't think they have the nutrients in them that should be there. I'm old enough to know what really homegrown, farm-fed, farm-grown food is like, and real dairy, butter that was white, and you had to put coloring in it to make it look yellow. So anyhow, I've got some financial tips for you as well. If you want to click on this stuff around this video, you can find out what I've been up to so I can do all this stuff and share this information with you. Again, this is Steve Perkins from the Muscle Kitchen, rattling on and on as usual. I try. So have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.